Hey everyone, it's Karen, and on today's podcast, I'm going to be talking about I want to go home, but I need this future. So, I'm going to be having a channel that is all for college student life. Because I know that when I was in college, yes, I did not live on campus. I was an off campus student that was able to commute back and forth every single day for classes. But I know that it was a real struggle for me because I was a first time college student out of my family. I had never did any of this. So I wanted to shed some light on some things that I had learned throughout my college year experience. I'm still currently in college now. I had to take a little break because life happened. So now I'm back doing my business admin major and then minoring in English with an emphasis on creative writing. But yeah, like I said, this channel is just strictly all stuff for college students. Just take a look and find out which episode you need or would like to share with a friend. So let's start. First year of college is a tough emotional high and lows for most students. They may have experienced homesickness, stress from academics, or difficulty making new friends. These are normal challenges and part of growth process. First year college students should focus on academic preparedness, time management, financial responsibility, and building a strong campus network, while also prioritizing their well-being and seeking help when needed. I know also a reason why I had done this channel is because I know that when I had worked at Lincoln University here in Jefferson City, Missouri, I was really close with a lot of the students more than anyone else was that I worked with in the financial aid and student accounts cashier area. So I really saw what they all would go through on a daily basis. And it really upset me knowing that there's so much issues out there that even if you aren't a first-time college student but you may be a first-time college student for that specific university, because all universities are different. I have learned that from being a student at State Fair to being a worker at Lincoln University, and then now I switched jobs and I am an online student now. So I have commuted to and from college. I'm an online student and I've never lived in the dorms, but I have been, like I said, I worked at Lincoln University, so I would see what students had to deal with on a day-to-day basis in the dorms. So like I said, I want to bring all of that out. I want to be able to help as many college students as possible, because college, you're on your own. So I want to show you that you can do this on your own. It's not that hard, I promise. I'm going to give you the ins and outs on what to do throughout this whole entire channel. So let me get back to this. Some more breakdown of what a first year college student should know. Academic success. Familiarize yourself with the academic catalog and student handbook. Understand the requirements of your program, policy, and research availability. So the next thing is read early. Read the syllabi early and note important dates. Plan ahead and stay organized by marking deadlines and exam dates on a calendar. I do this a lot with my online classes. When I was a commuting student, I didn't really do this because I don't know, it's different. I didn't have a life that I had to take care of. So when I had less, I had to remember so I could remember dates. Plus, as soon as I always got my assignments, I would get the homework done within that week, because I'm one of those students that cannot stand waiting until the last minute. My brain can't work. I don't work that way. So that's one thing. And then the focus on good academic habits. Develop effort, studies, strategies, time management skills, and note-taking techniques. Get to know your professors. Attend office hours, ask questions, and build relationships with faculty who can provide guidance and support. That is one of my biggest things I would always tell anybody. Always make sure that you talk with your professor. No matter how scared you are or nervous, whatever you want to call it. Or if they're mean. I had a mean math teacher who failed me because she would not help explain it any other way. I have a hard time learning math. Always have. Pretty sure I'm always going to. But asking questions does not hurt. So, take care of your health. Prioritize sleep, nutrition, and exercise to maintain both physical and mental well-being. That is a big one. If you are not mentally strong enough that day, you're not going to want to go to class. You're not going to want to do anything. So making sure that you have enough time for yourself and not all of your schoolwork. Do not take out more classes than you can handle. If you bite 5 classes off and you can't chew and handle that and swallow it, then no, you need to make sure that you prioritize yourself. I have been having a real struggle with this because lately with my online classes, I took 2 8-week courses along with full-time job, along with now wanting to do podcasts, writing my books, just so much. And I saw that I was not taking care of myself, and then my health got bad. You need to take, like I said, if you are not taking care of yourself for you, then you are not going to be able to take care of yourself for anyone else, or your artwork, your projects, your schoolwork, whatever you're doing. So take care of yourself. Financial responsibilities. Understand your financial aid. Be aware of your financial aid package, loans, and any associated deadlines or requirements. So again, I'm going to bring out my LU side real quick, because when I worked in financial aid, student accounts, under financial aid office, I had to explain a lot to my students. And that was fine. I did not care. I even let them come around my desk when you're not supposed to. That's against the rules, because they felt harmed by students. I didn't care. I'm one of those that I want you to succeed. So if you are a visual learner, get over here and look at my screen. And I broke down every single thing, every single charge they had, and their financial aid package too. You have got to be aware of your financial aid. You have got to stay on that more than anything in your school life besides your homework. And if you're doing like football, basketball, sports, financial aid is important. It is changing all the time because it's based off of your GPA and how many classes you're taking, everything. Just please keep up with your financial aid. Stay on Self Portal. Keep up with that at least once a week on Monday, twice a week, honestly. Check your Self Portal, please. I'm going to be saying that all throughout this thing because my LU side is going to come out. And because I was literally like the big sister, mom figure, whatever, to all my students. I was always on top of their accounts, making sure that they were solid, because I know that first-time freshmen or just going to college in general, you're not going to want to worry about anything else. So you just pay attention to your financial aid. Just please, I'm going to move on because I'm going to keep going and we need to move this podcast along. So learn about budgeting and money management. Develop good financial habits to avoid debt and manage your expense effectively. So some students are full-time students and work full-time jobs or part-time jobs. Make sure that the money that you're getting from that part-time job, that you can actually use that money to help your financial status. Like if you don't have all your FAFSA and you weren't able to set all your unsubsidized and subsidized loans, make sure that you have a little bit of spare cash in case you have a balance randomly come up for housing charges and fees. Make sure of that too. Explore campus resources. Familiarize yourself with services like financial aid office, career center, counseling services. Again, be friends with people in financial aid. That's all I'm going to tell you. You're going to need them throughout your whole life, going to college. Just really understand that. To me, that is the most important department out of any other department that a student has to deal with. So make sure. Campus engagement. Get involved on campus. Join clubs, organizations, sports teams to meet new people, develop your interests, and build a sense of belonging. That's kind of hard. Again, if you're an online student, they will send you stuff for your main campus, but if you're far away and you can't do it, it's not fair. But if you're on campus, it's totally easy. Make friends with people, your classmates, your roommates, people down your hallway. That's the best way to interact with others. And then attend welcome week and campus events. Participate in events designed for first year students to make connections and learn about campus life. Making friends. Don't be afraid to strike up conversations with your classmates, roommates, and actively seek out opportunities to socialize. Take care of yourself. Prioritize your mental health and physical health by getting enough sleep, eating well, and engaging in activities you enjoy. Seek help when needed. Don't hesitate to reach out to your campus resources like counseling services or the health center if you're struggling with personal issues. There is always a really good place to go find help, and that's why I really like certain campuses, again, Lincoln University. They have a really good staff there that can help. I know. And then seek help when needed. Yeah, look out. Learn to manage stress. That's my last topic I'm going to be talking about this. It's develop healthy coping mechanisms for dealing with the challenges of college life. Just if you have any issues with stress within college, again, reach out to a professor, a staff member, a friend, coach. Anybody will be willing to help you that is a staff member for sure, because staff members want you to see you succeed. They want to help you. That's why they're there. At least that's why I was at Lincoln. I was there to help every single student that came in my office. So just those are some little tips for beginning, starting out. I'm going to continue making more episodes within this channel all about student awareness and on campus. So if you have any questions, concerns, or if you want to talk about your experience being a student on campus, since I'd never had that privilege, or maybe, of having that. So talk about that with me, like, comment, share. Let anybody know that has college issues. If they want to hit me up and talk about it, I can. Bye everybody, have a good day. See you next time.